Hi everybody, welcome to Hope This Works. I'm Kevin.
I'm Billy Joe.
This is Nora, and she missed you.
She did.
She was encouraging us for the last couple of weeks to make a video, and we just...
Here now.
We're here now.
Yes, Nora's happy to be here. Oh.
Thank you so much for sticking with us. Thank you for a handful of new subscribers. I hope you see this video, and we welcome you. Thank you.
So what's been going on with us?
It
has been 3 weeks since we did a video.
Yes.
Why did it take us so long to do a video?
Poof.
Boy. Okay, so I'm not sorry. I'm not either.
I am.
He's sorry. It's okay. He can be sorry for all of us.
I was a little off my game.
Yeah, and I actually was sick for about a week and a half. And of course, when you're sick nowadays, you stay home. I came down with a cough and a low-grade fever and felt like death warmed, so did stay home for a week and a half. Along with all of that, so the protocol is that you call the doctor, and the doctor says, okay, call the line, and they do a over-the-phone triage to check your symptoms and tell you to stay home and take care of yourself. And when you are presumed positive, they have public health call you to check on your symptoms, see how you're doing, making sure you're getting over it.
Right.
And we did that, and I got better. I feel fine now, thank you. And back to work again. I have the best boss on earth. She is a good boss. When I tell her she's awesome, she says it's because she had a bad one and wants to do the opposite. So she is actually taking pretty good care of me.
That's really cool.
Yep. So yay for that.
My boss, on the other hand,
is hardcore.
He's hardcore.
He's his boss. Yeah. No rest for the wicked, man.
I know it. No, I was a little off my game. I was prescribed some medication on the 6th and got my prescription on the 10th of last month. And it's supposed to cause some nausea, and man, it just made me sick. And it was supposed to go away after a week or so, and I kept taking and kept taking and kept taking, and it just, I was exhausted, and I was sick, and I was ill, and I lost motivation.
Yep.
And my brain was scrambled, and I didn't have much direction, so I kind of struggled. So.
And I'm not going to take it now.
And I'm not taking it right now, so.
There's another alternative.
There's got to be another alternative.
What else have we been up to? After I got better, I went back to work. You put brakes on my truck, which was awesome.
Yep.
There was a nice day there.
Yep, there was a nice day there. We've actually had a couple nice days. And then we got 8 inches of snow the other day.
Yes, I think it's because you took Nora for a walk.
I did.
Okay, bye.
I took Nora for a walk. We're going to do a little vlog for you guys. I think that was Wednesday last week. And I made it about a block and a half. And she's a sniffer boy. And she's not very used to the leash.
She's not real leash trained. There was never a reason, yeah.
And I was trying to hold the phone in the gimbal and hold the leash. And I never got a word out. I never even said hello. I hope this works. Nothing.
Yeah, well, so much for that.
So much for that.
She got a little walk.
Yes.
She was probably pretty excited.
She was very excited. Yeah.
Okay. And then it snowed.
And then it snowed.
Every bit of 8 inches.
Every bit.
And it was, 4 below 0.
When we woke up
it was
the other
cold,
morning.
man.
Boy, it was cold.
But it's nice today. It's all melting. It's melting. It's melting.
We have some 50s and 60s on the 10-day forecast.
Spring is maybe finally here. Right?
So that brings us to future stuff.
That's right.
Of course.
Okay.
We still have at least another month before we can plant in the ground.
Right.
But I'm working on my indoor greenhouse and grow light area.
Coming soon, yep.
Coming soon.
We need to make a trip to Home Depot when we want to
pick up some
chance that or somewhere and pick up some dirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully they have some broken bags.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know, call ahead and ask for the gardening area and ask for somebody that works there and say, hey, do you have a pallet of like busted bags, open bags, things like that? Because inevitably when they're coming off the trucks, a bag or so is going to have a busted corner, and they'll stick them in another area for like 70% off.
Ooh.
And it is a great way to get topsoil, manure, compost, peat, you name it. So
Nothing wrong with it, just a broken container.
anybody that's watching this, don't go to the Home Depot. We're going to because I want the basket bags. I'm selfish.
Okay, go to this one.
Go to your Home Depot.
Go, that's right. All right. So, what's going on in our neck of the woods?
We are under a.
What's it called?
So,
They're recommending to stay at home.
right.
Yes. The restaurants and bars are closed for inside service.
Right.
Good portion of them are doing delivery.
They have delivery and curbside still.
Yep. The schools are still closed. I believe they're going to go to distance learning coming right up here. For how long, we don't know yet.
And they're actually talking. I just saw something today that they're going to, Governor Mark Gordon, I think it's Mark Gordon, said schools closed till the end of April.
Yeah, for sure, at least.
For sure.
Yep.
So, I mean, that can really nix the school year, and I imagine that's like this in many parts of the country now. So, that actually brought up a topic.
It did.
The ripples.
Absolutely. The financial part of it is one thing. Well,
Sure.
that has ripple effects. You have some effects that ripple, right?
Certainly, yeah. Self-employed, I have multiple different baskets. Woodworking, YouTube, website, online sales of woodworking, local sales of woodworking. How does that ripple through my market?
Absolutely. Some of those promised orders are probably not going to come soon.
Right. And, a regular customer of mine, I love her. She has 4 children that are at home now, and her job is a restaurant server.
Right.
So she's not working, and her spouse is in a volatile commodity trade here in Wyoming. So financially, that ripples over to my side, and no fault on theirs. But so
It ripples. Yeah.
there's some concern there for
I was thinking about kids who are like seniors in high school, and this is going to be their last year, and they're getting ready to end their school career. Is there an effect? I mean, what about like sports scholarships and things like that? I mean, there's all kinds of ripples, all kinds of effects going on.
Sure,
From
absolutely.
the things are closed.
School kids that were just getting in their groove, and now their learning cycle has to change dramatically.
Well, it's good for some kids. I really think
Sure.
this is a positive thing for some kids. There are things that I hope we see come out of this. That we've learned things can be different. And maybe some folks going, oh, you know what? Hey, there are things about that home schooling or distance learning, or some things work better for some kids than others,
A family
Is
bonding.
possible. It's a positive possible, yeah.
Absolutely.
There could be good things that come out of this,
The whole silver lining thing.
Absolutely, we're here to talk about positivity, so yeah. But ripple effects, and everybody out there doing most of it. I see. I mean, seems like there's a lot of business as usual going on, but there are differences, and one of the differences, I recently started going to Al-Anon meetings to relearn some of my own behaviors and thought processes, and we can't do that anymore in person, so we started doing that on the phone in a conference call. And this last Al-Anon meeting, something that really, really struck me was that everybody would benefit from some Al-Anon. And let me tell you why. One of the main themes is control. A lot of the dysfunction that we have when we've learned these things the wrong way is that we feel like we need to have control. And I'm telling you what, control is an illusion.
Yes.
It's not a real thing. You may feel like you have control over something, and oftentimes we don't know that that's what it is that's running behind the scenes. But it is oftentimes when we feel stressed about what people are doing, what people are saying, what's going on in the world. It's about control. And
And that's a lot lot of times that's where that judgment comes out, and what we're probably all seeing on social media
Yeah.
is the root is control, and it's coming out as an expression of opinion or expression of demand, or I'm right, you're wrong, based on your circumstances, based on the variables surrounding your situation. It's coming out as control,
Right.
and that's along negativity too. So I think part of this point, it's kind of an abstract point, but be positive within your situation. Do what you can do,
Focus on what you can control. Yeah.
which is your immediate right here.
Yep. Your behavior, your attitude, to an extent, your what you think about, what your thoughts are, how you interact with people, right?
Your reaction
Yep.
to, absolutely.
Yep. Why worry? Why worry? What good does it do? There's a lot of people out there right now just stressed. I mean, the stress, you can almost see it, right? There's a lot of stress, and it's understandable. There's a lot of unknown out there right now.
Not to say that we are not stressed.
No, but we're dealing with it pretty good.
Sure.
Actually, it's distancing, social media distancing
Yeah.
is very helpful.
Yeah.
Distancing from other people is very helpful. What is your hashtag that you came up with?
Oh yeah, I hope I'm the only one that's come up with it.
Hashtag.
I was in a live stream of Jim Dockrell. Hi Jim, you're in the back. I was in a live stream of Jim's, and he was working on a guitar, and it was last week. He says, "How you doing with social distancing?" I'm like, Jim, social distancing and isolation. I made that stuff cool before it was a thing.
Hashtag I made social distancing cool before it was a thing. That's a really long hashtag.
You know?
At any rate, why worry?
I don't leave the house.
Yeah, it was already like, there's really not a lot of behavior change here, really, for us. So it's cool, Why worry? People who are stressed about things that are not in their control, or what other people are doing, or the possible outcome of something, are actually just kind of wasting their energy. They're caught up in something they don't have to be caught up in. And I feel for them. I do, because it's hard to get out of it once you're into it. So why worry? There have been a really lot of earthquakes lately.
Yes.
I don't know if it's an unusual number, but I certainly am aware of more of them lately.
I believe we mentioned in our last video, maybe.
Yeah, Nora was noticing.
She was just upset. It was the 18th, and she was just upset. And her ears were back, and just going back and forth, and...
I thought it's her usual thunder or weather behavior. But there wasn't any thunder that we could tell.
So the next day, a friend of mine posted on social media, and she's in Salt Lake City, Utah. Says, "Yeah, we just had a 5.2 earthquake last night, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, I just wonder.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
So then I started doing some seismic research. There's been like 16 earthquakes
Around
in
us.
basically the Yellowstone
Long
area.
area. Yeah.
That long Yellowstone
Around
area.
us.
Utah. The last 5 were in Idaho.
Which is right over there,
Which is right across the border from Yellowstone.
Mm-hmm.
In this last 20 to 25 days.
Yep. So, there's this theory that at some point Yellowstone is just going to go because it's very seismic, and there's underground volcanoes.
Yeah.
Okay. So at some point it could just go boom, and there isn't anything that we can do about that.
No.
Absolutely nothing. I could because I know about it, I could spend all my waking hours worried about it and fussing over it and thinking about it and stressing. But that would be an absolute waste of the time that I do have on this earth to sit and worry about it.
Right.
Doesn't mean it isn't concerning necessarily, but when it happens, it'll probably be so sudden that we won't know what happened anyway.
Hashtag use your powers for good, not evil.
That's right. So don't worry. Try not to worry. Worry about people worrying too much. How about that?
Right. Don't worry.
Don't worry. What happens, happens. God's got this.
Yes, exactly.
And let go and let God. There's another Al-Anon for you. By gosh.
Yeah.
So, what else? What other positivity? Focus on what matters. There's been a lot of people fussed because they couldn't get tested.
Right.
Okay, so what does it matter, really, if you get tested? There is a fear of unknown, I get that, but getting tested only means that you know one way or the other.
Right.
So what really matters is taking care of yourself, feeling better.
Right.
If you have severe symptoms, yes, getting treatment. But the rest of it, what really matters, taking care of the people around you.
Right.
You know, focusing on what really matters. What difference does it really make if somebody else is not? Nora has become the social distancing police. That she'll look out the window and bark because somebody's out there. She's like, they're not social distancing. I understand that there are people calling the police.
Oh, yeah.
On other people for not doing what they think those other people should be doing.
Sure.
Which, yeah, okay, so I don't know, but what matters? Focus on what you can control. We'll go back to that again.
The dude abides.
The dude abides, that's right.
Just
Dave, are you out there?
Dave's listening.
Dave's watching, all right. He'll know what we're talking about.
At what point Dave told me, he said, man, you have more zen than anybody I know. Man, you are the dude.
That's funny.
I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, man.
That's interesting. I could go down that rabbit hole. Oh well, okay. So I think this is an interesting opportunity for people to really get in touch with what matters, what really, really matters to them. You know, what does really matter. Because it's important. Is it the most important thing in your life to go to work?
You have to make that decision on your own.
How do you balance that with your own health? I mean, this is not new stuff.
No.
This has always been a thing. It's just a little bit more forefront right now. You know, living congruently once you know what matters with your beliefs. You know, living your beliefs. Like, I believe in God, and I believe that when I die, you know, I'm saved. So I'm not worried about that part of it. You know, I don't fear death. I am living, therefore, not in fear, because that's a terrible way to live, living in fear. I mean, it's terrible, right?
I'm afraid to get hit by a train, but I just don't go by the train tracks.
Train tracks, yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, but no, seriously.
I know.
A little bit seriously, no. I mean, live your beliefs. If you believe in God and you believe that you're saved, why would you be living in fear?
Right.
You know, save it for the train tracks.
Is that a hashtag?
I might be. I think it's an opportunity here to get to know yourself. If you don't know what your beliefs are, take a look at it, know your values, find out what your values are if you don't know, and live by those. Live by them.
Absolutely.
You know, it'll make your life more balanced, you know, smoother when you're living. You have less angst, I think, when you live in your values, so.
I had the best trip to Harbor Freight the other day. There was like nobody in the store.
Awesome.
I had the whole aisle to myself. I only went down 2 aisles.
Oh yeah, what'd you buy me? Tell them what you bought me.
It was her idea. You're going to have to watch the video on my Making Sawdust channel.
Oh, he likes to tease. He does.
It was her idea.
Because I wanted one.
I only went down 2 aisles because I felt guilty I spent too much money. I was like, I've got to get out of here.
You needed clamps.
I got... Oh, you
Sorry.
told him.
Well, this man can never have enough clamps. It's the way that it is.
Clamps make work easier.
Because you can clamp things.
Easier.
Right on. What is essential? I think that is something that is individual. You know, what is essential? There's a lot of talk about essential workers, essential services.
There's a lot of debate on that.
A lot of debate about that. It doesn't necessarily matter what you think as far as other people are concerned, but, you know, it's important for us to know and then act accordingly to what we believe is essential.
Right.
You know, at this point we need to eat because we're human beings. Is it essential that we have exactly the things on our list? No. We are quite capable of using alternatives, for example.
Absolutely.
You know, is it essential to get your hair done? No, the salons are closed.
Right.
But boy, when this is over, I'm getting a real haircut. I am. I am. It's all kinds of different lengths, but
Mine too.
yeah, yours too. But yeah, we can just take the shaver to you though. You probably do.
I am due.
Show me your hair.
No.
I'm curious what you guys define as essential. What is essential?
It's going to be based on your own
Absolutely.
variables
Yeah.
and how you structure your life, what you believe.
I
those
think it really
activities
is a
are.
very personal thing. A very personal thing. Now, not to say that if things got very, very bad. Look, take a look at the Depression era, right?
100 years ago.
What was essential? Food.
Right.
But it wasn't the same kind of food that we're talking about now. You know, work. But different kind of work then than we're talking about now.
But that's also why our grandmothers saved bacon grease and aluminum foil.
What's essential?
Okay?
Yeah.
So, again,
Yeah.
silver lining,
Yep.
what we can learn from this, how we're going to come
What
out
we
on the
can
other
do.
side. So,
Yep. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Better? Alright. Shall we finish? Alright.
Nora's essential.
Nora is essential. Doggy lovin's are essential. Yep. Last video we did, we just want to kind of revisit some of those ideas. Stay calm. I know it's hard. Stress is everywhere. Don't let it get to you. Focus on what you can to maintain calm.
Right.
You know, whatever that it is that's good for you to do that. And don't get overwrought with what other people are thinking or saying or doing. Just worry about, don't even worry. Focus on what you can control and what you're doing, what your surroundings are. Try to focus on facts, which is hard, I know.
Yeah.
But, what we really know and what really matters. And if you need help, ask.
Absolutely.
Yep. Focus on living. Life goes on. And we really hope that you guys are all staying healthy, safe, and sane.
We'd love to hear from you and let us know either in a comment or in a direct message on our social medias or emails.
Yep.
Direct to us. Billy Joe's email and my email are right there. Also on the About page.
Nora doesn't have an email.
No, but she wants an Instagram
She
account.
really does. She wants to do a blog, too. I'm a fan.
I think you already started that page.
Well, she made me. Dog wants to blog.
So thanks everybody for joining us here at Hope This Works, a channel all about inspiration, education, motivation, creating curiosity, building relationships, and what?
Nora says, loving on the brown dog.
Yes, and loving on the brown dog.
Right.
Thank you guys for joining
Loving
us.
on the essential brown dog.
Leave us a comment, send us an email, let us know how you're doing, and thank you again. As always, hope this works.
Mwah.